Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the MetsXMFanZone Live Podcast, home of your everything New York Mets. If you guys love our show, you guys could always tweet, like, and subscribe. And to get more of your Mets daily news, you guys can view us on all of your latest platforms, and you can check us out on the MetsXMFanZone.com. We give you guys all Mets live streams, news feeds, and much more. And for just $9.99 a month, you get all of your Met live games all season long by using your tablet, your phone, or your PC, and never be restricted or be put down on all of your live streams. And plus, you can take it on the go wherever you go. So you guys can check it out by going to MetsXMFanZone.com for all the details. You can check it up on our website. Also, we want to announce the winners of our promotion. We have been talking about it for the last 2 weeks, and we will be announcing the winners tonight on a tweet. We will be putting it in a comment in the comment section down below. On our when the game starts at 7:10, 7:30, we will announce the winners to 2 free tickets to any Mets game throughout the season. So we would like to congratulate all of our contestants that have tweeted, had shared comments, and also shared our shows. And plus, if you are a member, that's also another way that you could have won. So we are going to announce the winners on our show. Well, not on our show, on the live stream tonight. So we will have it in the description down below. So please stay tuned for that. All right, so we got some news that we've been seeing in the last few days. Now, just to let everybody know, our shows run Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Our scheduling is now finally up and running, and plus we got some major new developments in our website because there's been people that have been coming onto our channel, that have been going to the website, so I would like to give you guys an update in regards to that. So we've been getting a lot of questions in regards to the streams. We have been down for maintenance for the last 2 days. In regards to our newest player. So we now finally did upgrade all of our live streams and all of our players. So when you guys go onto the website, or if you guys are viewing the website through our app, you guys can check that out on there. So we do have all the latest features are now finally updated. We have a new player on there, and we also have all different new features, which we will be showing in our tomorrow's episode right here on the MetsXMFanZone Live Podcast. So I will be showing all the latest features on there. So if you have any concerns, just comment in the comment section down below. I'm willing to answer any of the questions that you guys might have for me in that. So enough with the announcements. Let's get right on to the show. So we got the New York Mets playing the Philadelphia Phillies. Yesterday's game, we had Kodai Senga on the mound for the Mets, which had a great and brilliant start. He went actually 7 innings strong, looked really good. And then we were able to bring in David Peterson, and then we were able to bring in our 7th inning guy. Oh my God, now I forgot his name. But we really looked good yesterday. The Mets did win 2-0. And but now we got today's game because this is a test for the Mets, for our Carlos Carrasco, because he is on the mound for the Mets tonight. And I have to say, his last start, he looked really good in his last start. I would never complain about Carrasco as much as I did prior. But, I mean, his last start, he looked really good. He was able, and he felt pretty confident. I feel very confident in him in this start because he is going against Aaron Nola, and I feel that, with that win that he had in his last start, he was confident. He was able to throw strikes when you were able to see that happen for him. So I would like to put this to the test in today's game. So against Aaron Nola, because we know on how good Aaron Nola is for the Philadelphia Phillies, but it could be a big test for Carrasco. So moving into today's game, you are gonna have Brian. You're gonna have Brian Trott. You're gonna have Trey Turner. You're gonna have Bryce Harper. You're gonna have Nick Castellanos. You're gonna have Kyle Schwarber, which I'm very disappointed in. Then you got JT Realmuto. You got Brandon Marsh. You got Cody Clemens. And then you got Iman Sosa. So, Brian Strout will be he will be batting first, playing second base. Trey Turner will be playing shortstop and is batting second. Then you got Bryce Harper is batting third, playing. He actually is DH in today's game, which, yeah, I feel Bryce Harper is the backbone of the Phillies. So I mean, he's always going to give you runs no matter how you look at it. Nick Castellanos is another guy that probably gives a lot of hits, gives you a lot of runs for the Philadelphia Phillies. Not a really big fan of him, in my honest opinion, but he does get the job done. But he won't tonight against the New York Mets. Kyle Schwarber, another disappointed. I think that the Mets could have got him when he was at his prime. But I don't feel that this was a good call for the Mets. I just don't think that Kyle Schwarber does. He doesn't have what it takes to be an all-star, in my honest opinion, in this game. So he is definitely in that fifth hole. Another guy that the Mets were planning on looking at, which is JT Romero. He's batting sixth and catching for today's game. So, again, another guy that the Mets could have gotten, which is a big failure also as well. So, good thing that the Mets didn't get these guys when we were talking about them. Then you got Brandon Marsh. That's gonna be playing center field and is batting seventh. And then you got Cody Clemens batting eighth, playing first base. And then you got batting ninth, Iman Sosa. I mean, these are guys that you're probably not going to see very often. I think in this start, probably not going to do too much. That seventh, eighth, and ninth hole is very weak for the Phillies. But the Mets' seventh, eighth, and ninth hole is also a weakness for the Mets also as well. So, this is a Philadelphia team from last year that should have been the Mets sort of team. So with that bounce back going back and forth, I mean, the Mets could very well, jump ahead in this game. And I do feel that Aaron Nola, the Mets beat him up at each and every start when the Mets do play against him. He's 3-8 against the Mets in the last 3 seasons. And his ERA against the Mets is 16.5. So, with that being said, the Mets do produce a lot of runs against Aaron Nola in this game for the Phillies. I think that with Carlos Carrasco is 12-18, which is okay too. His ERA is a little bit lesser than that, is at 7.89 ERA. So, who can we see that could really come out of this? I do say Carlos Carrasco. So, talking in betting wise, if you are betting in today's game, I would go with Carlos Carrasco, and I would stick with Carrasco at 7.5. So, if you're going to do an alternate spread, the spread is at 480. I would go with Carlos Carrasco going 7.5 in the start. But obviously, batting first and playing center field for the New York Mets is Brandon Nimmo. He's having an okay of a season. Not super impressive in my honest opinion. But obviously we do know that Brandon Nimmo is your guy that you're always going to go to. He's your go-to guy no matter how you look in, no matter what situation that the Mets end up in. So I think that with Brandon Nimmo, he's always going to be your guy. And then who's having a pretty decent start as of the last couple of weeks is Francisco Lindor. He's batting second and playing shortstop. Always a guy that I love seeing. He's a very interesting sort of player. Expect to see him probably do something in today's game. Probably a steal. He's definitely going to steal in today's game. A lot of power, a lot of runnage. on this team, so I definitely would see Francisco Lindor probably doing something in today's game. Then going with Jeff McNeil. Jeff McNeil is batting third, playing second base. A guy that you always want to, go to at tight situations. So I definitely would go with Jeff McNeil too. Pete Alonso batting fourth, playing first base. Another guy always your go-to. Has 18 home runs. No, I'm sorry. I think it's 19 home runs. But he's also another good player. So I like to see Pete Alonso do something in today's game. Brett Beatty, bringing these kids up is very important. That third base hole looks very good for him there. But again, who do we have in this game? Which I will be talking in just a few moments. But Brett Beatty having a pretty decent May. So I really like him, what I'm seeing out of him. Starling Marte starting to heat up a bit. Starting to look pretty good. Getting some runs when you need him to get those runs. Getting on base when you need him to get on those bases. Again, he's another guy that is starting to heat up. He's looking pretty impressive by far the last couple of games. So if you are going to be betting in today's game, please bet for Starling Marte. Starling Marte needs that boost, and I think that he's going to get that in today's matchup. And of course, who's in the lineup? Daniel Vogelbach batting seventh. I don't understand this. This is not a good pitching matchup against Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola's only going to strike this bum out. I just don't understand. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Same thing with Mark Kenna. 7th, 8th, 9th. Thomas Nido in the lineup. What the fuck? What are they doing? 7th, 8th, 9th. That's 3 outs right there. I just don't understand that. I really don't. But then you got Daniel Vogelbach batting 7th, DHing. You got Mark Kenna batting 8th, left field, and then you got Thomas Nido catching behind the dish. Alvarez, okay, if you want to give him a day off, okay, so be it. But Alvarez, I mean, to me, totally don't understand on what they're doing with these guys. Just something that I feel that the Mets are just lost hope for them. But obviously, you got your 7th, 8th, and 9th automatic outs. Just don't understand that. That's my analysis for today's game. Questions? Please feel free to give it in the comment section down below. Okay, let's give a big shout out to most of our people that are in our show today. We got Walter, we got Eddie, we got Melissa, we got Brad. Also, tomorrow, which is very interesting. I know I don't really call this on the show. We got the Denver Nuggets versus the Miami Heat. Very interesting. If you guys going to watch that game tomorrow night, we will be having it probably on our sister page, which we will have on our SportsXMFanZone.com, which is again our sister fan page is SportsXMFanZone.com. We will be doing live streams on there, and if you guys would like to check that out, we will have it in our show notes in our tomorrow live stream. So I would like to thank you guys for watching here in our show today. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment in the comment section down below, and we're willing to see you guys right here live at 7 o'clock right on our website at MetsXMFanZone.com. And for just $9.99 a month, you can get all of your HD high quality live streams. You can take it on the go with you on your phone. You can put it on your tablet. You can put it on your TV. And we have it for just $9.99 a month. And you can check it out on our website by going to MetsXMFanZone.com. You get Met games throughout the whole entire season. And you can get 24/7 SNY live streams. We'll see you guys real soon. Be safe. Be well. Let's go Mets. And the game starts tonight at 7:10 at Citi Fields. We got Aaron Nola on the mound for the Philadelphia Phillies. And we got for the New York Mets, Carlos Carrasco.